Hey, bonjour, knife nerds and everyday care people. It's the Big Connector here, and I'm coming at you with some information about a sweet little knife. This is actually for eagle-eyed viewers who realize what that burnt orange means, and this little bit of different coloration in the blade. This is a HAP-40 Wharncliffe. And now the HAP-40, I don't know if it comes in different colors, but I do know that there was a series of sprint runs with the burnt orange, and this color is synonymous with the HAP-40, which is a really excellent steel. Now, because it is not stainless steel and it is subject to corrosion, it is always sandwiched between a SUS 410, another stainless steel, a martinistic stainless steel that does have great corrosion resistance as well as toughness. Now, this HAP-40 blade is excellent edge retention on this bugger, and so far this has been a fantastic little knife. Now, this Wharncliffe with the HAP-40 was a limited edition sprint run. Now, I've got a Dragonfly 2 and I've got a Endura. Both of them in the ZDP 189, and I was hoping one of these days to get myself a Delica in the ZDP 189. But hey, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. So I ended up getting this on the secondary market, pre-owned, and just lucked out. Got a really great deal from a fella up in Calgary, and so far I am really liking this this Delica. Now, one of the first videos I ever watched on knives was from oh my goodness, I'm blanking on his name. Nick Shabazz, Big Daddy Nick. And he is always comparing his knives against the Delica. And that's one of the knives in the wrap models too as well. And you'll have to forgive me, I forgot to grab a knife to compare the size to. But anyways, he talked about the Delica being a excellent knife, as well as I guess a gem, one of the best ones that he has had. And I'm going to compare this against this one here, and I will grab another knife. Please forgive me. We'll just grab this one right here. So you can see here, size wise, as a comparison, here is a little Dragonfly 2, and then a Gale Bradley 2 as well, just to give you an idea of kind of the size. And what an excellent sized knife. Now, sorry, you know, Nick Shabazz had always talked about the Delica being a gem, and you know, and I can certainly see why. Really fits my hands extremely well. Now, this Wharncliffe blade here has got that really fine tip to get and do some intricate work, but a really thin, fully flat ground blade that just cuts through cardboard like a lightsaber. Now, I had to break down a whole bunch of cardboard yesterday, and it was zinging through. You know, sometimes you get cardboard with the corrugations and you're able to just kind of zing through it like nothing, but this one here will actually go right against the corrugations like nothing. So impressed with this knife, so impressed. Now let's kind of go over some technical specs here too as well. Alright, so overall length is 7.15 inches or 182 millimeters. Now the closed length is a little over 4 inches, so it's actually 4¼ inches or 108 millimeters. Now the blade thickness is a svelte 2.5 millimeters. Really excellent, fully flat ground blade. Now the blade length itself is just a smidge under 3 at 2.9 inches, and the edge length is 2.55 inches or 65 millimeters. But you know what? I always say that 3.5 inches is your kind of best EDC size. Well, I might have to change that, because this 3 inches here in this Delica has been fantastic. I have yet, and I haven't owned it for a really long time. I just picked it up the other day, and so far it has met my needs absolutely fantastic. You know, so 3 inches, there's nothing wrong with 3 inches. Well, I guess, I don't know. 80% of the women's nerve endings are in the first 3 inches of her vagina, so 3 inches is completely fine. Damn it. I just thought I'd let you guys know that. So she's got a mid-back lock. Now she's actually made in Seiki City, Japan. as you can see here. And Seiki City, Japan is in one of the world's best knife making areas of the entire world. Seiki City, not only I guess our Spyderco is made there, but all sorts of steel and kitchen knives and folding knives are made in Seiki City. So their fit and finish is fantastic. Now, like I said, the blade is HAP-40 with an SUS410 laminate. Now the other thing here, now your clip here is a 4-position ambidextrous, so it will fit tip up, tip down, left or right. I happen to like my knives tip up on the right hand side because I am right-handed. And like I said, you've got a fully flat ground here, grind. Now, the gentleman who owned this before me had an Edge Pro, and then he was, really doing well with the Edge Pro, he said. But then he actually took this and he convex ground it. And hey, I thought, well, let's if I want to, I got my my KME system, so I can put a V ground back on it. But let's see what happens here with the grind that's on it right now. So I ended up getting it home and I stropped it on. It was some green compound, and then I took some 1 micron diamond spray, and it really brought this right to its, I'm not going to say it's hair whittling, but it's definitely shaving sharp, and it went through the cardboard like a hot knife through butter. So now I thought, now of course here your handle here is made of a FRN fiberglass reinforced nylon, and it's got the bidirectional weave to it, or bidirectional form to it, so you've got grip pushing and pulling, and it just seems like a really comfortable knife. This ramp up here gives you great ability to really get a good grip on it, and push it through some cardboard if you had to. The one thing I was wondering though is it would be nice to perhaps get a little bit of a front choil to this. Because sometimes I think if you had like a 50-50 front choil, I think it might make it a little bit more comfortable, although it is extremely comfortable right now. And even though it is a back lock, there's still, some fidget factor to this knife. I often wondered about, these FRN lightweight knives with a back lock, and how perhaps it's not going to be as fun to, sit around and flick. And you know what? It has been. It's been excellent. Not that I'm, I can Spidey flick it there on a good day, but she thumb flicks out really nice, fires out with authority, and it's just an extremely comfortable knife, and I am so happy. Now, because this is a pre-owned knife, it came with some some scratches on it and stuff like that. So I was wondering about that. Now, I wouldn't mind your guys' opinion. Now, there's a couple of things I know that I can do. One of them is to just get some, I've got some really nice wet dry sandpaper here that goes up to 2500 grit. So I can put quite a nice little finish on this with just, I'll probably say I might start off with, a 600, go to 1000, and then up to maybe 1500 or 2500 to finish it off, and see if I can get rid of some of them scratches and polish up this blade. The other thing I was thinking of doing was pulling this apart and taking all the hardware as well as the clip and the blade and just acid washing it, and then giving it a stone kind of tumble too as well, just to see what that would look like. I think that would look really sharp with the orange. So just asking your opinion, guys. What do you think? Should I shine this up as well as shine up the blade here, make it nice and shiny, or should I acid wash it and acid wash all the hardware, including I guess the back as well as the clip, and sing it that way? So just want your opinion, or if you have a third or a fourth thing, please leave it down in the comments section. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Now, the other thing too as well is, should I keep this a convex grind, or should I put a KME edge on there? Now, the one thing is I'm wondering, I'm not too super familiar. This is the first knife I've had with this HAP-40 as well as a laminated steel. Now, if I do this in the acid wash, is it going to be two different kind of colors? And the other thing is, I wonder why you've got, a different color right here. It's kind of a thick, almost bevel, and then here it's thinner. Is that the way that this fella perhaps convex that I'm wondering. Did he go too far, or is it perhaps the way that they're just designed and built that way? I tried to take a look at some pictures online, and I couldn't find out exactly what the scoop was there. So just your opinion, or if you guys have got any these HAP-40 knives, let me know if that's something kind of a normal thing, or if that's something that I should look at perhaps fixing. But so far, really like this knife. Scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And the only knock I'm going to give it is perhaps I would like to have seen kind of a front choil to it. But other than that, it slices like a dream. It's got some good fidget factor. You know, maybe not the best. That's why I'll give it another little bit of knock. So maybe I'll back this out of a kind of an 8 to 10. You know, yeah, you know, but still, to coin a phrase, it's definitely a gem. Really impressed with this so far. Really happy with this. And I don't want to call it a gem because that's Mr. Shabazz's thing. I'm gonna have to think about this. You know, being a Canadian, should I call it? It's a you know, an 8 out of 10 beavers. I don't know. I'll think about it a little bit. But she's 8 out of 10, and she's an awesome blade. And thanks so much for stopping by. Now, if you like what you saw and you like what you heard, please give me the thumbs up, as well as give me a subscription. Now, I'm approaching 350, and I gotta say, you guys, thank you so much. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. Fantastic comments. I learn something all the time. So, hey, not only am I imparting some information, I appreciate your guys' comments, because I've learned a lot of things over the last year. And yeah, you know what? I guess I'm coming up to my year anniversary. Wow. Yeah, I got to look at exactly when I started this channel. I'm pretty sure it was October 1 year ago. So, hey guys, thanks so much. I'm going to have to do a little birthday episode here. Holy cow. Completely forgot that. But, all right, if you like what you saw, please, thanks for stopping by and subscribe. Now remember, please stay safe out there. You know, we're not out of the woods yet. Listen to the experts. You know what? Keep your stick on the ice, the shiny side up. This is the Big Canucker saying adios.